While I was cleaning out the shop area, I found amongst the clutter an unopened letter, postmarked in 1995. It is addressed to Stephen Blackham, maybe Stephen. And I'm very tempted to open it to find out what's inside, but I feel like I should make at least some effort to contact the intended recipient and see if I can get it to them instead. But it looks like it's got maybe a handwritten letter inside. And just been feeling kind of down the last couple days and low energy, having a hard time getting motivated to do anything right now. All my time spent in this building, I'm alone, and after 3 or 4 nights of not speaking to another person or seeing anybody, it starts to feel really lonely and isolated. But just gotta try to stay busy, find some things to do, and it'll get better. That's what I keep telling myself. This room was some kind of shop storage space. It's got a ton of clutter and old junk in it. And I'm thinking we're gonna completely empty out and strip this room down to the bones. Just took a break from work and came over to the park to do a little neighborhood revitalization. As you can see, we have a downed swing, and fortunately I just found an S-hook while cleaning, so we're gonna fix it. Well, after some clever sleuthing and a little detective work, I managed to track down Stephen. Typed his name in on Facebook, and it was the first result that came up. He moved to the next town over. I'm going to deliver this letter, and hopefully, maybe he'll open it while I'm there, and we can find out what it says. Headed to Salt Lake for a few days to escape the cold and snow. But on my way to Salt Lake, I'm stopping in Spanish Fork for a little bro date with a really talented painter who I've been following for quite a while, who was working in New Orleans, but one day I saw he posted he was moving to Utah, so I reached out, and it turns out he is just on the other side of the mountains from where we are in Helper. So we're practically neighbors. Now meeting in IRL for the first time. First time I've ever met someone off Instagram. This is Animal Money, as he's known on Instagram, or Oleg. It's your first name?
In the real world.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the same person. It's your two personalities. There's one that like wants to destroy and murder everything, and there's one that wants to give and be loved. So it's kind of like your dynamic personality, like good versus evil. Well, I got one more for you. This deity figure. That's like casually chewing on a carrot, like not unlike kind of Bugs Bunny. If you look closely here, there's literally a rabbit orgy. Like out of this gets produced all these babies that pop out, and they're still attached to the umbilical cord. And it's kind of like, what are your chances of surviving after you kind of leave the womb? And again, she's just like kind of a deity and just like amuses her. Just this whole life and death like paradigm they go through every day.
I'm fangirling out a little bit right now, because I just met one of my art heroes. So that feels like one very positive step forward in starting to build a creative community here. I think it's meant to be. It's a beautiful, happy spring day. The seagulls are mating all around me. Love is truly in the air. My brother Mike is in Peru for 2 months, so he gave me the key to his place, so I have somewhere to stay in Salt Lake City. Here at the Utah Film Center's Artist Foundry, Mackenzie Steele Foster and I were co-stars in a independent feature-length film that
Directed by
Jacob
me.
created and directed.
Oh my god.
Here it is. There's the guy.
Hi.
Are you recording? Hi.
We're trying to figure out how to finish a film that we shot 4 years ago.
So May 29th is still the deadline that I'd really like to shoot for. Really, all we got to do is raise the money. Jake, answer the freaking phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Oh, hi. I'm just assembling a futon that was kindly donated by my mother and stepfather. So I now have a guest bed for any of you watching. Whenever you're ready to come visit, this is where you're going to be sleeping. And my bed is right here, so we can stay up late talking, just like a good old-fashioned junior high school sleepover. Well, I found Stefan. Gave him a call, and he said he was around, so I'm on my way to meet him now. The directions he gave me were kind of peculiar. First thing he asked was, "You know where the jail is?" I said, "No, I'm not sure." So he told me how to get to the jail, but where we're actually meeting is across the street from the jail at Charlie's Pawn Shop. So I'm headed to Charlie's Pawn Shop right now. Rings, cameras, guns, we take it all at Charlie's Pawn. Turns out they're closed for Easter, so we're just gonna meet out here on the sidewalk in front of the jail. Stefan's on his way now. I'm a little nervous. I just met Stefan. That letter was written to him when he was 15 years old, when he was living with his aunt in Kenilworth, and it was from his mother, who has passed away since then. So, really glad we got that to him. And I don't know what it said. Might find out later. We're gonna hang out. We're friends now. That's all.